Doesn't mean that Hillary would have been a good choice.
No.
Either. She was a terrible choice. She's a corrupt politician, one of the most unlikable people that's ever run for office. They were trying to get people to be supporting her just because she's a woman. This is going to be her history. Women, ladies, I stand with her. So there's all these women that have this blind allegiance towards this career politician, completely full of shit. She's been full of shit forever. But meanwhile, just a puppet of banks, and those people make piles of money from speeches, and there's major problems with the Clinton Foundation. It's not even around anymore. It's a dark legion. And meanwhile, she's doing all this Me Too talk. Her husband's a goddamn predator.
Yeah.
He's been a predator forever.
Yeah.
She said that Monica Lewinsky was a grown woman and it wasn't an abuse of power. Get the
How old is Monica?
She was 20.
Hillary Clinton tries to make her story sound great, but Joe Rogan calls her out. He uses sharp words to break down her fake image. From email messes to blaming others, he doesn't hold back. It's not just teasing, it's a big funny tomato. Get ready for truth and laughs.
He is, and he's actually still kind of good looking. Like, even for an older dude. Yeah, why not? He's still so good looking, and she's just so miserable.
She was publicly humiliated, and she thought that her big retribution would become president.
I'm running for president, and I'm in it to win it.
You know, become president,
Sure.
and then that would be it. All water under the bridge. I'm a strong woman. I'm running this country. And then America was like,
Hillary Clinton walks into politics like she's the star of a show, smiling big and acting like nothing's wrong, even though she's got a trail of messy mistakes behind her, like forgetting homework, but way worse. Joe Rogan doesn't just tease her, he takes her whole I'm perfect act and smashes it like a piñata. It's not just a little joke. It's like he's tearing down a stage where Hillary's been acting the same part forever, expecting everyone to clap.
I was infuriated when people that I knew that I was friends with were trying to tell me that Hillary Clinton was a good choice. And that's the same choice. I'm like, look, I don't know if she's murdered people, but I know that I worry that she's murdered people. That's a real, I really wonder. Like, Seth Ritt.
I know. First of all, just leave. You don't even need to go there. You know,
there's so many other things.
There's so many other things that we know for a fact.
Clinton Foundation, for instance.
So, the Iraq.
If you like this story, tell your friends to check it out too. Joe jumps right in, pointing out how Hillary keeps changing her image, like trying on different costumes. One day she's all about helping women. The next she's taking money from places that don't treat women nicely. It's like saying you love animals but running a zoo where they're not happy. She wants to be a hero for women but also makes choices that don't add up, like a puzzle with missing pieces.
Yeah, she really did say that.
Yeah, she really did say that after she just got done Gaddafi and then laughed about it.
We came, we saw, he died.
We came, we saw, he died. The fact that any human being would ever do that. By the way he died, that's some dark.
Joe doesn't hold back. He says Hillary's been trying to be the star of a show that nobody wants to watch. It's like she made a movie. Everyone said no thanks, but she keeps showing up at award shows anyway. She keeps trying the same old tricks, hoping people will love her, and it's hard to tell if she really believes it'll work or if she's just super stubborn. Probably both.
The thing was, he was packing stadiums.
Yeah.
She couldn't even fill a fucking high school gymnasium.
Right. She was pulling all the strings, and she had all the favors that she was pulling in, and she had a shit ton of money behind her, and they were completely arrogant, and all the liberal elite in the media thought there was no chance that she was going to lose. She's 95% shoe-in to win the presidency, and she walked around like she was 95%.
She already thought she won.
Yeah.
Then there's the whole email mess. Hillary used her own computer for super important work stuff, like it was her personal diary. Joe makes it sound like a funny story because it's so wild. She said it was just easier, but it turned into a giant oops that won't go away. She acted like she was in a play called It's Not My Fault, pretending she didn't do anything wrong when everyone could see the mistake.
Forever. If you watch the conversation between James Comey, when James Comey testified about what he did and what they found with the Hillary Clinton emails, and then her version of it, she's just a straight liar.
Yeah.
She deleted 33,000 emails.
Do you do that and then
Even worse than that, when they rigged the DNC, they rigged the primaries so that Bernie Sanders was going to lose. She had her people into the DNC.
that was crazy.
Now let's talk about the Clinton Foundation, which is like a family store that's supposed to help people but also feels like a mystery box. Money comes in, stuff happens, but nobody's sure what's going on. Joe says it's less about helping others and more about making Hillary look good. Then there's the 2016 election, where she had tons of support, famous people, money, you name it, but still lost. Joe laughs at how her campaign was so stiff, like a robot trying to be your friend. Whether it's old business deals or speeches, For big banks, Hillary always looks surprised when people ask questions, like she's the bad guy in a movie who doesn't know it yet.
One of my favorite clips is Hillary Clinton when she was running 2012. She was more MAGA than MAGA. That's so MAGA.
Joe doesn't skip the Benghazi mess either. A big mistake where things went wrong overseas and Hillary acted like it wasn't her fault. It's like dodging a ball in gym class, except way more serious. She just said, "Nope, not me," and then wrote a book about how everyone misunderstands her. Joe says her book is like a story where she's the hero and everyone else is wrong. Her speeches are so planned out, they're like reading instructions for a boring game. She tries to sound inspiring, but it feels like a warning instead.
I was getting shot at. It's like, I can't imagine, I was just talking about lack of empathy. I can't imagine being in a situation where I'm on television and I'm saying things that are so removed from the truth.
Right.
Like, I can't wrap my head around it.
Well, Hillary did the same thing.
Well, she's a congenital liar, as she was referred to by the New York Times back.
And rightly so, but people forget this. She did talk about a firefight that she was involved
I
in.
was under sniper fire, and the worst thing about that people didn't give a shit about, she said when she was in Bosnia, she was under sniper fire. It's like, wait a minute, you're throwing the Secret Service under the bus. What kind of secret?
Joe also teases Hillary for not getting technology, which is scary since she helped make big decisions about it. It's like your grandma trying to use a new phone and getting confused. She once thought wiping a computer meant cleaning it with a cloth Ix. She acts like she's the queen of fairness and progress. But Joe points out she's made choices that hurt the people she says she helps. He says she used her marriage like a tool, acting like a loyal wife or a tough leader depending on what people wanted to hear. The Clintons are like a team with a logo that's always in trouble, but keeps spinning the story. Hillary turns every mistake into a chance to say she's awesome, like tripping and calling it a dance move.
And she just basically did a double talk around that. But she's got a lot of whoppers in her name. She said she was named after Edmund Hillary, even though he climbed Mount Everest after she was born. So she's amazing. I love that woman. I love her so much. She's the funniest person on earth.
She's a scary lady.
She's like a slinky. She's always falling down the stairs. Yeah, she's a human slinky.
How dare you?
Yeah.
It's an odd duck. It's one of those things where women want a woman to be president so bad. They want one for the team so bad. And then there's so many people from the left that think she has the best chance.
Hillary's social media is like a grown-up trying too hard to be cool. Joe says her tweets are like watching a car crash in slow motion. They're trying to be trendy but end up sounding like a boring school newsletter. Her memes are old, and her posts feel like someone stuck in 2012. Joe wraps it up by saying Hillary pops up in every big political moment. Like an ad you can't skip. She's always there, smiling, acting like she's the answer to everything, even when she helped make the mess.
One of the things I always point out, like, people want to talk progressive. You want to talk, being left wing, and she didn't even believe in gay marriage until 2013.
The best part was she was on NPR, which is this far right fringe organization, right? NPR, Terry Gross, and Terry Gross says, you used to be against gay marriage. Your husband passed DOMA, which made it a federal law that gay marriage won't be recognized by the federal government. And you changed your position. Like, how did that happen? Was it because Americans became... Hillary's like, well, America changed their point of view. She goes, no, I understand Americans changed their point of view. What was your mental process? And she goes, no, Terry, you're saying that I changed my mind for political purposes, and that's not true. And she starts yelling at her. And it's like, holy shit, you're on NPR and you think they're too right-wing for you because they're calling you out on your bullshit, you fucking loon.
Just when you think Hillary's story can't get wilder, she starts a big I'm Back tour. One day, she's on a podcast. The next, she's teaching classes, acting like she's the wisest person ever. It's like failing a test and then, trying to teach the class, she's trying to make people forget her mistakes with sparkly new stories. But Joe sees right through it. He laughs at how she acts like she's the only one who can save the day, even after losing to someone who talks like a grumpy uncle at a family dinner.
Hillary Clinton has a very weird and I think shitty marriage. I don't think she has a husband who is in love with her or faithful to her. And I think I can't really blame him because she seems to have accepted this behavior since the inception of their marriage. And so past this prologue, you're going to get what you tolerate. What you permit, you promote. She spent all of her daughter's upbringing away at work.
Joe doesn't just make fun of her mistakes, he shows how out of touch her comeback is. It's like watching a ship sink, but the captain says it's someone else's fault. She came back louder, not smarter, like singing badly at a quiet event. She's obsessed with being important, always reminding people she almost won. Her ideas get old fast, like milk left out too long. While everyone else tries to move forward, Hillary's stuck replaying her old hits. Joe didn't need to make a big scene. Her mistakes were already funny enough. Her big I'm back plan crashed like a computer that won't turn on, and we're just getting started.